Hello everyone, welcome back to Pixel Village and I'm Radha Krishnan. We have another brand new camera with us. Well, when I say brand new, well, it got launched a couple of months back, but you know the story, Corona, lockdown, we couldn't shoot. But anyway, here we are. This is the all-new X-E4 from FujiFilm. It's an amazingly well designed camera, okay, and it's purpose built for people who want to carry a camera always on them. That doesn't mean that this camera cannot be used for, you know, various other purposes, but this is a brilliant camera. Weighs just 364 grams. This camera packs in absolutely the latest from Fujifilm. When I say latest, the 26.1 megapixel APS-C sensor is their latest X-Trans CMOS 4 sensor. The processor is the X Processor 4. It does their duty in almost all their latest offerings. The body is weather resistant, it has a built to last feel, metal all around, and it also has an upgraded 27 2.8 lens on it, also weather resistant. The earlier one, the X-E3 was not really weather resistant. Fuji is known for their classic understated camera body design. Here they have not deviated from it. It's exactly that. A very, very compact design. Like I said, if you want one camera that you want to be with you throughout, well, this is the camera to go for. Of course, you have another offering from Fuji. The X100V is very similar, but it comes with a fixed lens. This has an interchangeable lens. This camera shoots up to 8 frames a second using the mechanical shutter and up to 30 frames a second using the electronic shutter with a small crop. The electronic shutter should be used very judiciously because you cannot really shoot fast-moving objects, because then you will start introducing the rolling shutter effect into the image. You will get, you know, wavy kind of images. So use it only when it is required. The 8 frames per second is also supported by an ultra-fast autofocus system in this camera. So if you're out on the street and if you are following something, or if you are shooting fast-moving objects and stuff, then you know, you should not idly have a problem. It also has a very good quality LCD. It is a tiltable LCD. It is not a fully articulating one though, and it also has a very interesting selfie position as well. And the electronic viewfinder again is very high quality. You get all informations and also the playback in your electronic viewfinder. So to save space, the memory card has gone into the battery compartment. Can be a little bit of a problem if you're shooting using a monopod or a tripod, because the battery compartment door will come in the way. In terms of connectivity, of course, you have a remote and a mic connection. You have a USB-C type here, which you can use for your tethered shooting, your charging, and also for your headphone, your audio monitoring. Of course, you'll require an adapter which will come in the box, and of course you have a micro HDMI connector as well. What else? Oh, okay, the menu. I really like the way Fujifilm has maintained their menu, the structure right from their top-of-the-line GFX cameras to their entry-level cameras. Of course, a couple of features may or may not be there. Well, that doesn't matter, but the way the menu flows is brilliant, and once you get used to one camera and the menu, you can pick up any Fuji camera and shoot with it instantly. It's so standardized throughout their product range. Now, what we have is a black body. It also comes in a silver color body, which means the top and the bottom will be silver, and also has a hand grip and also a thumb rest. The thumb rest slides comfortably into the hot shoe, gives you a perfect, I've seen this in some of those expensive cameras. It's very, very useful. And this too. The hand grip doesn't have any battery support, but it is an amazing addition. And what Fuji has done it is they have packaged it in. They have many different packaging in India. Okay, so this box which came to us came with the hand grip and the thumb rest as standard along with the body. They have another packaging where the camera comes with just the lens, and there is another one where it's just the body. So that's how the offering goes. Well, so this is what we got, and of course we got the lens separately because it came from the manufacturer, from Fuji India. This camera is made in Indonesia and the lens is made in Philippines. I really, really like this lens. It's got a very solid feel and it stays very comfortably in your hand. And I think I've, again, excuse me for repeating it so many times, it actually, kind of encourages you to shoot in a certain way. So this is brilliantly, without any doubt, is a street camera. It's a candid camera. Also for wedding photographers, mind you. This can be a camera which you can, all those big, monstrous DSLRs and those. Even the mirrorlesses are getting bigger these days. Sticking those cameras into unknown people, strangers' faces can be a little unnerving for your subject. But this guy, it's slightly bigger than a mobile phone. Very comfortable. You can pass off as one amateur on the street. It is very handy and very comfortable. So I really like it, especially after adding this accessories. It has really become very ergonomically superb package. I think we should just get out and shoot, and the conditions are perfect for this camera. It's raining and it's also locked down, so you need to have a camera which is weather resistant and also discreet because it's locked down. Let's get out and see what this camera can do. The rain was pretty severe this year, and it has continued to pour, as we speak. And coupled with the lockdown, which is now a partial lockdown, life has been pretty tough these days. But as you see, people have now started to learn to live with it. Well, a small trivia, that large building that you saw with the huge entrance doors, well, that was the residence, the mansion of Peshwa Bajirao II. That building is called Vishram Bhag Wada, and it was built in 1807 at the cost of about 200,000 Indian rupees, 220 odd years back. Such was the life then. Okay, let's get back to our humble review. Well, I really like this camera. Sorry for that exaggeration, but this is an amazing camera. As they say, the dynamite come in small packages, and this small package really helped me go about my day in that market area in stealth mode. I don't think many people took me very seriously. Here is this old man with with an umbrella in one hand and shooting away with a small little camera in his one hand. I don't think people took me very seriously. That really helped me. But don't be mistaken by its size. It's an amazingly capable camera. Like I told you, weather shield, 26 megapixels, 8 frames a second, and a fantastic lens to support it.
X-E4 do not have an in-body image stabilization, but I did not really feel the need for it. As you can see, we shot most of the shots with single hand, but the images were pretty sharp.
This did the job, and how. And the X-E4 also can shoot good quality video, 4K 30p, which is kind of a norm in most of their cameras, except their top-of-the-line cameras, where you will get 60p as well. And if you loop the HDMI out to an external recorder, of course, you can shoot 422 at 10-bit. That's amazing. Well, if you want to see a footage, I will share reference footage. Currently, I'm shooting with the XS10, and I will give you a shot of the same setup using the X-E4 as well, so you can make that comparison.
The X-E4 do not have a dedicated movie selection button or a dial. Instead, it is hiding inside this particular button. It is the drive delete button. Press that and use the joystick to reach all the way down, and you will enter the movie mode. This camera also has an interesting advanced filter mode, and if you select that, you will get these interesting ready-to-use filters, perfect for Instagrammers.
Well, if you are interested in shooting a lot of slow-mos, well, in Full HD, this guy can go up to 240 frames per second. But I'm not too sure if people are going to buy this for video, because this is an amazing camera. This hand grip and the thumb rest is brilliant addition. Till very recently, my most favorite street camera from Fuji was the X Pro 3 and the X100V. But I don't think it's any longer as the case, because this is making that, because the X Pro 3 is in a different price bracket, and the X100V comes with a fixed lens. So this actually gives me best of both worlds, which means I can make use of the entire range of XF series lenses in X-E4 and a nice compact package without any compromise of quality. And that's exactly what the doctor ordered. Well, in India, the current prices, of course, there are 2-3 different packages available. I'll add the current prices in the description for you for your quick reference. The battery life too was pretty good. Of course, I did not preview the images, and I was pretty sure about what I was shooting, and the exposure wasn't very difficult to arrive upon either. So I did not preview it much, except that I had kept a 0.5-second kind of a preview after every shot in the EVF itself. So that helped. So I don't think battery also again is a problem. Well, if I have to mention a couple of things that I may want to see changing if there is an X-E5 is that the kit lens. Now this one is a 27, which works out to 40 mm in a full frame equivalent scenario, which to me is a tad tight for a street camera. I would have preferred it to be 28 or 35 or something in between. So I would like Fuji to definitely consider giving a little wider lens as the standard lens. Of course, please keep the aperture ring in the lens itself, because it feels fantastic. And the second one is the tilting LCD. Now this is pretty good. We used it. This kind of angle is pretty good. It swivels up and down, and we used it in one occasion, as you may have seen in the BTS. But this scenario, I am not entirely kind of happy with, because if you're vlogging, well, in my case, I will definitely want to use one extra microphone, in which case the microphone will have to go onto the hot shoe and come right in my way. I also have seen a couple of other brands offering a tilting down LCD. To me, these two are not entirely practical. Well, this and the sideways, the swinging one, the fully articulated one, I think is probably the best option. But nevertheless, since it is a photography-oriented, still photography-oriented camera, I'm fine. But again, the size of the LCD was pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I can go on, but this is one camera that I would like to continue using. I think I told you more than once, I think, during the session.
If you are interested in learning photography, please head over to pixelvillage.com. We have a set of fantastic photography teachers there taking classes for you. They're all recorded sessions. You can watch the bouquet of offering, and if you like it, you can subscribe.
All right, I'll see you in another video very soon. Bye for now.